Matthew Choules is a punter at UNLV. He trained at Pro Kick Australia and is a beast in the weight room. So we first had to dive into this EA Sports college football strength rating. You weren't happy with the 55 strength rating they gave you, so where do you think it should be?
Yeah, no, I wasn't happy with that at all. I think, look, as a punter, I think I should definitely be around that 90, 95 plus range. I don't know of anyone who's in D1 FBS who's stronger than me on the big three, that is, which is your squat, bench, and deadlift. If there is, I'd love to meet them and I'd love to find out. But yeah, I don't think there's anyone who's up there strength-wise with me as a punter.
We're definitely going to circle back to this strength side of things, but first, how did you fall in love with punting?
So just like most Australians, I played Aussie rules in Australia, which obviously the main way of moving the football is by punting the football. And again, like most Australians, I was good at AFL, but not good enough to get to that professional level. So yeah, once I graduated high school and I was kind of trying to find something to do, I ran into Daniel Cherney, who went over to Nebraska, and he kind of said, "Hey, give it a go. All you have to do is kick a ball far." And I worked my way through that, and I tried to kick it far, and it got me to Kennesaw State and now UNLV. So yeah, been a really cool journey so far.
And tell us about that transition, though, from Australia to the States now.
Yeah, of course. So being in Australia, obviously, I'm from Canberra, which is a small city in Australia. Very, very peaceful place, very different to America. I think when I first came over here, I ended up in Atlanta as my first city, which was just night and day difference. The food, the people, I guess seeing teammates carry around handguns, things like that was pretty mind blowing. Like I wasn't used to that at all. But I'd say America and Australia have a similar culture, which is nice. There's obviously the big differences, but no, overall, it's been a good transition. Yeah, enjoying it so far.
What's been the most challenging part about the transition?
The most challenging part, definitely, it's obviously the family. Like you're leaving your family back home. Having had the experience of, like, I moved out early at 18, so I'd already left and I'd already experienced kind of living by myself. So coming here, that wasn't too hard, but it's just that time difference. You can only call your family for so many days in the week, and the constant pressure of football. You find yourself in your own little world and you can really forget about your family, which obviously isn't fantastic, but that's been the biggest thing for me, is just staying on top of my contact with my family.
Yeah, now you are definitely a unique individual and you separate yourself as a punter with some incredible numbers in the weight room, man. How did you get started in the weight room and how did you become obsessed with it?
Yep. Yeah. So that's kind of where my downfall for Australian football came from is, we got a strength program. I was in the GWS Giants Academy, which is kind of one of our talent pathways to the AFL. And they gave us a strength program, and I was 2 or 3 years down from some of the top guys in the program in age. And I noticed I was starting to beat a lot of them out numbers-wise on this app. So I was like, oh, cool. And I started gaining a little bit too much muscle and lifting a bit too much. And yeah, it kind of pushed me away from footy. I played a season of rugby, and that, like, honestly, it was AFL that forced me to get strong, and it's what killed my AFL journey. So yeah, that was what got me into the gym, but just continuing it has been the continuous results that come from a good strength program and good strength training.
So what advice would you give to somebody that's just getting into the weight room?
Yeah. The first thing I do is just focus on eating well and sleeping well and just being consistent. Like, everyone's going to give you a different split. Everyone's going to give you different advice. But for me, it's focus on the big three, the big barbell compounds of squat, bench, and deadlift, or replace deadlift with a row. Eat a lot of food, or just bulk. The first 3 years you're in the gym, just bulk. Just eat as much as you can. Don't worry about getting shredded. Just eat and sleep. Get that 8 hours of sleep and you'll notice a huge impact on your physique, your strength, and just your overall health levels.
And what's your response to staying flexible and mobile, especially as a punter?
Yeah. So I do 45 minutes a night of stretching on top of 15 to 20 minutes every day, just in a hot tub or sauna that's over here. And I do as much treatment as I can. So I'd almost say I spend more time stretching and doing some kind of recovery on my body than I do lifting. Because yeah, the first year or two I've been learning how to punt, I literally spent the whole time just combating the effects that heavy strength training has on your bodies. I work those knots and that tightness out of my body through just constant flexibility.
Awesome, man. So as a Division I punter, what are your 3 top habits that you couldn't live without?
My 3 top habits would be, I go to sleep the same time every single night. So I go to sleep at 9:30 every single night, and I wake up. So if there's no practice in the morning, it'll be whenever, but 9:30 till 6 a.m. is kind of my main thing. So big thing, sleep. Sleep's the most important. The second most important thing for me would honestly be, yeah, just a good stretching routine, good flexibility routine, do the same stretches every single night, constantly getting deeper. And thirdly, a good book Like, I love to read before punting, which is really odd. There's a book that goes by the name of Golf is Not a Game of Perfect. Big recommendation for anyone out there who are trying to train their mind. It's really, really good just about focusing on what you can control and staying calm and trusting your process.
Awesome, man. So over to the actual football field then. What if you just shanked a punt? What do you do to mentally reset quickly?
So I learned this from Paxton Brooks. He was a former punter at Tennessee. He always just says wash it. So he just wash it obviously means you just let it leave your mind. Like, you don't focus on it, you don't think about it. The more you focus on what you did wrong, you're just going to repeat it. You're going to repeat what you've done wrong on the next ball. So it's just wash it, trust what you've done, trust the amount of hours you've put in, because at the end of the day, if you've put in the work, the results will always come. It just may take longer.
And outside of football, what is something very few people know about Matthew?
Ooh, outside of football, I love cats. I purchased a cat when I was 19 when I moved out of home. So I went down to the local shelter and I picked up a little kitten. So yeah, really, really, really niche one there. But yeah, I love cats, and I had a little kitten there for a couple of years before I had to dump that at the parents' doorstep when I came over here. But hopefully do the same thing in the next couple of months.
I love it, man. So simple wins is more than just a scoreboard. What does simple wins mean to you?
So simple wins, it's just the little things, right? Like being a punter, you got to do 100 ball drops. If you do 100 ball drops in a day, perfect. That's a simple win. Simple win for me is just staying flexible. So I always try to make sure I can get my hands to the ground. If every day I can get my hands to the ground with locked out legs, that's another simple win. And just waking up in the morning with a good attitude and a good approach to what we've got going on here is just, that's another simple win. You've just got to track your life through what you can control and what you can work towards, and don't get too stressed about the things you can't control that might be causing you a little bit of angst. Just enjoy your little wins, your simple wins.
So you're providing a lot of value. You're showing behind the scenes, your journey online. Where can people find you?
So at my Instagram, which is Choulesy, Choulesy, and that's the exact same thing on TikTok. I try to upload 2 videos a week, and yeah, just if you enjoy what I'm saying and you enjoy what I put out there, just yeah, please feel free to follow.
Awesome, man. Appreciate your time today.
No, thank you. Thank you very much.